Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Orc Rogues, where we talk about all things nerdy, geeky, and just plain fun. And this happens to be part 2. If you haven't seen it yet, earlier in the week when we usually release the episode on Monday, we did a special Star Wars only episode because there was so much information. And of course, my name is Thomas Fellows.
And my name is Derek Trent.
So, thank you all so much for coming back here to join us. We have a lot to talk about, like a whole lot, which is why we had to do these 2 episodes like this. We're going to try to make it as brief as possible, so let's get into it. First up,
Destiny 2.
There is a new Destiny game coming out, and we finally have a trailer for it, and my gosh, it's hilarious.
It really is. And you know what? It might actually make me interested in Destiny, which I am not.
You know, the first game I wasn't a big fan of. The multiplayer aspect of it was actually really good.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
The basic RPG gameplay was nice.
Yeah.
Very little story starting off.
Yeah.
Now, I do understand that expansions have improved upon that.
Yeah.
But at least starting off, there wasn't much.
And I have trouble with that. I'm one of those people that story is what grabs me into a game. So if it doesn't have it there from the beginning, I have a hard time getting into the game. So, but Destiny 2, a little different on that. Yeah, it looks like they have some story. So,
and you have these 2 conflicting factions, anyways, going through some of the story. You have what looks like more of a military faction, and then more of a mercenary faction, and it's just funny because both leaders are giving this big speech, and of course the military is all official and empowering and it's wonderful, and then the mercenary leader's like, well, you'll probably die, but we'll go do this. Yeah,
the cleaner group, the military group. Yeah, I mean, it sounds legitimately like inspiring.
Exactly.
It's not a bad speech. It's really pretty well done. The rebel or mercenary group or whatever that is, it's much less inspiring. But it's one of those things that would be funny by itself. Like if they just had that playing, it would be pretty funny. The fact that they play part of the military bit, sink into the rebel bit, and then have this back and forth going with
the contrast.
The contrast makes it wonderful. It's just a good trailer, man. I might actually pick up the game just for it. I'm impressed.
It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't.
So I ask you, who will stand with me?
Yeah! Really, guys?
That was inspiring.
Also,
I will be disappointed though if there is none of that in the game.
Oh, I know, right?
It's just a trailer.
Oh gosh.
In that case, I'd be like, well done, trailer guy, you got me good. But
as they've been doing recently,
trailers.
My gosh, guys, whoever's writing your trailers, keep them, give them a raise. They're doing good.
Hire them to write the movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Seriously, these trailers are amazing. We do also have some casting news from 2 different movies that we're incredibly excited about. The first one is Deadpool 2, and actually both movies are sequels.
They are. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
We finally have Cable for Deadpool 2 is going to be played by Josh Brolin,
which I can see.
I think it's a pretty good casting decision.
Yeah, I hate to say it, I had my doubts, and I literally forgot who Josh Brolin was.
Well done.
I did. I just couldn't remember, so I had to look him up, and I could see him as Cable. I think he could pull it off very, very well. So, yeah.
The other sequel that we now know cast from is the sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, part 2, I guess, of 7. And that is actually 2 different roles. Jude Law has been cast as a younger Dumbledore, and Johnny Depp has been cast as Grindelwald.
Now, the question there, though, is whether or not Johnny Depp has been cast as Grindelwald or Captain Jack Sparrow has been cast as Grindelwald.
Are they really different?
I'm not sure.
I have hopes for it.
I do. Honestly, though, Depp, I think, fits very well in this kind of world. Mm-hmm. He's kind of goofy. He's got that weird pacing about him. I could absolutely see him there.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be good casting. There has been some question as to whether or not we're going to see a relationship between the two.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Because J.K. Rowling did
Yeah.
say after the last book came out that Dumbledore is in fact gay and that him and Grindelwald had a relationship when they were young, which made the fight that much more terrible.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
So
that would be an interesting thing to see. Also, Jude Law, he's doing more fantasy stuff work. Does it seem that way?
Yeah, I think he is.
Because I didn't bother to confirm it, so if I'm completely wrong, I'm sorry. But is he not the king in the upcoming King Arthur Legends of the Sword? Legend of the Sword.
I'm not 100% sure. Before we get into that, though, I do need to thank David for bringing that casting news to our attention. So thank you, David.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
But yeah, King Arthur Legend of the Sword. Yeah. We have this one's been out for a little bit now. There's a trailer for that. We finally got a chance to see it. It looks pretty good. It's something I'm interested in seeing. It's not like way up there on my list, but
I'm me, it's way up there. Actually,
seriously,
it is. I grew up with King Arthur in the Round Table and all that kind of stuff, and
it's just been done so many times.
Yeah, but it's been done poorly a lot of times, and or mediocrely, or in the case of the Sword in the Stone, well done, but a pretty huge departure, kind of thing, So this one actually does look like a departure, but from actual story, but it looks like fun. It looks like a lot of fun, like a lot of action. And I've seen, I think, actually a couple trailers, two to three out of it. I might be making up the third one. It's not unusual for me to do that, but I do remember one. Which I think was the earlier trailer than the one I'd seen recently, where it's this weird flashback trailer, and it's like he's kind of telling the story to somebody, of what's going on, and it's brilliantly done. Actually, that trailer is one that hooked me in there. If you hadn't seen it, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I only saw the most recent one.
But yeah, the first one was like the more recent one is kind of a more expansive trailer of what's going on in the world. The other one was shorter, but it was made from the perspective of him telling a backstory to someone that had captured him or something. I don't know. It looked interesting. So I'm excited. Also the graphics and the
it looks beautiful.
It really looks like a pretty film.
We also have another trailer to discuss, and this is another big one from Marvel and Disney. It's Thor Ragnarok,
which is also here from.
And my gosh, it looked amazing. Seriously, trailer guys, keep up the good work.
It looks like the best in the series. It really just does. Because honestly, I enjoyed Thor, but it was a little weak, in a couple areas. Did other people enjoy the second one?
Yeah, I thought the second one was okay.
I liked it.
But that's the thing. It was okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It was it was a good, fun movie kind of to go to, and I wouldn't call it amazing or anything, but it was worth the money. This one though looks legitimately good. Tons of stuff going. A lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
The trailer's massive. I don't even know how they're going to fit that much movie.
And it is a bit of a concern. Is the movie going to feel incredibly rushed?
Yeah.
But I don't know, because I believe the beginning might be a little bit rushed because it is a Thor featured film.
Yeah.
with the Hulk kind of as... people have said it's going to be like a buddy cop sort of thing. Sort of. To where it's the two of them together fighting. And, by the way, the Hulk in the trailer was hilarious.
Yeah, he was.
Well, not the Hulk himself.
No, just the scene where he's in it. It was perfect.
If you haven't seen the trailer yet, you need to go see it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it like right now.
course.
So if you really want to see it and be surprised, go ahead and watch it now. We'll wait a second. Okay.
Right.
Big Coliseum
Coliseum.
fight, and you're expecting this. I don't know. You're expecting a beast, right? Or some kind
sort.
of something for Thor to fight. And there is.
There is.
There is a beast.
Quite a huge beast. It's the Hulk.
It's main event time. And now, I give you your incredible...
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Oh, come on.
It's also the biggest reaction I've seen from Thor in any movie so far.
That's true.
I have never seen him react so strongly. I'm excited for this one. I think we're going to see a Thor that I personally will enjoy a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's got its serious bits, and I mean, like it features at least briefly a pronunciation could be entirely off, and if it is, I'm sorry, I've only ever seen it written. But Hecate, the goddess of death.
Yeah.
And she looks terrifying. I mean, like she just looks.
Well, I mean,
She's a goddess of death.
Straight up juices Thor's hammer.
Yeah. That was
I mean, my gosh.
It's Mjolnir. You just shattered Mjolnir. So yeah, we're and of course Tom Hiddleston. Every time I get it wrong, Hiddleston returning as Loki.
He looks awesome.
At least for a little bit, he's perfect for Loki. Man.
Yeah.
Always has been. Yeah. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok, we're going to be there so far. Absolutely, it's for me right now. Honestly, like King Arthur's way up there. Ragnarok is actually here. So yeah.
But anyways, that's about all we have time for today. Huge thank you to Balls Guarana for sending us these drinks to try out here on the show. If you've never had one of these drinks, my gosh, you need to. This particular one is a Balls Guarana Ginger, which I've never had before. I had the original one, and it is darn good.
I had never had either one, so this was new for me, like entirely. And thank you, Balls, for providing us drinks. We absolutely appreciate it.
They're phenomenal energy drinks. If you're interested, you need to go to www.ballsbawls.com.
Yep.
And you can order them there, and you can also search for someone who sells it near you.
Also, I have to say this. When you first got it, your reaction, though, was... Yeah, I'm calling you out on it.
I don't even remember now.
Okay, his first reaction, because he was expecting the original Balls.
Yes, I was.
So his first reaction was, oh, man, they sent ginger. Mind you, at that point, he had never tried
I had never
ginger.
tried the ginger. I was looking forward to the original.
But he knew he really liked the
Balls.
original. And the second he took a sip, though, it was like,
nope, I'm
dude,
okay
this
with
is really, really good. And yeah, I would happily support them, man.
And these emerald bottles are just beautiful.
It really is.
Anyways.
So, thanks, guys.
But thank you all so much for joining us. Be sure to check them out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and comment with what you think we should do in the future, and just open a discussion. We can talk about Thor. We can talk about Destiny 2. We can talk about more Star Wars, even though I'm certain there's a discussion already going on in the comments on the other video, which if you haven't seen yet, go check that out. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps us out more than you would think. And if you're on mobile, hit the little notification button so you can know whenever we post one of these wonderful videos.
And feel free to well, you said subscribe.
I said subscribe.
Feel free to like and all that kind of stuff as well.
I said that too.
Yeah, I'm just covering it again.
Okay.
No reason whatsoever.
All right. As long as we're clear on that. Anyways, guys, until next time.
That's how much I was paying attention. I'm sorry. I phased out for a moment. I was
You
like,
really
is
did.
Is he still talking? Okay. And do this. But he's got it covered. Okay.
Until next time, we are
Orc Rogues.
The ginger balls is nice, but I think I prefer blue balls. I don't know. It's close.
I have nothing to compare it to.
I'm pretty certain I just like balls.